loser.
I
haven't heard that one before.
That's going to be everyone who enters the YCS except me.
Let them know.
Welcome to Get Good.
Yeah, staying in there. Welcome to Get Good. We got Trevor.
What's up?
We have Sam.
Up from the sip.
We got Sam, bro.
He's behind the camera.
Haven't been on the podcast in like 5 months.
So now he comes up from the SIP, gets on the podcast, and are you going to win the YCS or are you going to get second and let this guy win the YCS?
If I get second and Logan wins, I'll be all right. It's fine. Either way.
These guys are playing a deck that I wasn't expecting, but a really good deck. They're calling my deck trash. So,
to be fair,
I didn't say that.
I didn't say your deck was trash. I said I think you're limiting yourself and not giving yourself the best potential to play through your...
The last time he sweated, dude.
He
Which
did
is
say
essentially what you were saying, but in a short version.
He did say they did say that.
I said, remember the last time he sweated? Two-time back-to-back YCS tops. LA and Philly. Same
There
with
are
me.
two YCSs coming up. Maybe we need to sweat. I don't know.
So Luke is convinced that he cannot learn the fire decks in 3 days.
I would have only Thursday. I would have only Thursday.
Come up.
I
We'll come up all day.
We got, after this podcast, let's just say it goes an hour. I don't know how long it's going to go. We stay up till 3 a.m. here.
Jeez.
Then
just
tomorrow-
learn the fire deck.
Tomorrow, come back, or either go to lose. I don't know, something. Grind some more. Noah's going to be fiending when he gets off work in the morning.
You guys can see what I'm playing at the event, and you'll see if they grinded me enough. If they put me through boot camp after the podcast.
Well,
tonight.
I will not be grinding anywhere near him, but I will help him
baby. Come on.
succeed with the fire deck.
Yeah, good decks that I'm considering: Fire and Voiceless. Obviously, bad deck is some horror stuff I'm cooking up, but we'll see what happens. I played at the regional this past weekend. How'd you do at the regional?
I went 7-0-1 and
Jeez.
managed to get first place after getting second at Tuscaloosa 6 times. I finally won the Tuscaloosa, Alabama regional.
6 times, bro.
One time I lost to PJ in the finals.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play Runic Stun. You usually don't win if you play that
I
deck.
played Runic Sprite, not Runic Stun.
Basically the same thing.
Runic Sprite.
So go
Runic
check out.
Stun.
I even was playing a cool Runic Stun list, and PJ even admits it was a cool Runic Sprite list. Runic Sprite list. PJ even
He
admits.
finally admitted.
PJ even admits it was a cool Runic Sprite list because I was playing Yamatako, what? Orochi. Yeah.
You mean Amada Iwado? Is that that's what you're talking about?
So it was when Tier first came out. Like you divid for it. You made Arclight and Baron, and they can't play under Arclight.
I thought I was the only one that like played that combo. Then I saw him do. I was like, he knows what's up. And then Gage ruined our friendship for 3 months.
To be fair, Gage ruins a lot of things.
Our
Shout out
ears,
to Tree, baby.
our piece of sleep.
That's crazy.
Gage has actually lost Logan and I a 3v3 because of sleep.
We're getting Gage sleeping sleeves made. Everybody in
You
Knoxville.
can sleep with Hills.
You know the picture from Greenville of Gage just like asleep before round 1? Yeah, somebody
took that picture.
somebody in Knoxville is ordering enough sleeves for everybody to have extra sleeves of Gage sleeping.
Oh, I need those.
Oh, it's going to be gas.
I can't do it. I moved over Gage. Round not even started yet.
We had just arrived. He didn't even. Did he drive there? I don't even think he drove there.
Bro, he's just a
He may
sleeping
have.
boy.
I don't remember.
In his defense, he works the night, right? He gets
He
up.
did.
Not. He drove there. Mm-hmm. He works at Chick-fil-A.
He works at Chick-fil-A, but
Or
he
no, you
works,
drove there.
He doesn't work at night.
I thought I drove there.
He works
did.
like
Yeah, you
4
drove.
a.m.
Yeah.
to like
Because it was a close one.
It's like
noon or
it's
something,
like
right?
6.
It was Greenville, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
drove.
six.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
you
a
have
2-hour
no
drive.
excuse then. I thought he
He
worked
had
like super.
Or
Plenty of
5:30
sleep.
to 12:30, something like that.
But we took Gage's car.
We did take Gage's car.
It's not like the degen hours I used to be on at work, where I worked at 10 p.m. to 7.
That's
Damn.
wild.
I was on the shelf that long.
That's wild. Yeah. So Tuscaloosa last weekend. Your boy won. Aaron got second.
Aaron got second.
Check out Trevor's deck profile on our channel if it was there?
I didn't do one.
I left before they finished.
I didn't. Only reason I didn't do one was I was like, nobody's gonna care. It's last format cash snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's last day of the old format cash snake eye.
No, I played
or
the
Snake
tournament,
Eye Cash, whatever.
with the actual last
Well,
day.
I wasn't there, or I would have gotten it anyway, but I wasn't there, and the ban list had just come out. I was like, I don't think he even wants to do it, probably. Like,
if you would have asked me, yeah, I would have done it, but I was just like,
I was like, I don't think he even cares. I'm like,
Unless it's like a cool deck that like you could be like, oh, I can change this deck.
like Runic Stun, maybe.
Yeah, like
No, I was definitely playing like a sweaty.
We'll get it. We'll get it this weekend when you drop this event.
I played a new format deck for Virginia. Went X2, unfortunately, but
What'd you play? I forgot.
new format, Fire Kings.
Wait, you went to a regional the same day as Tuscaloosa?
No, Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, the day after Tuscaloosa?
The day after.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
he went by himself.
Richmond?
I did go by myself.
Was it
to
Richmond? Okay.
He
I
was,
was
he was trying to convince me. I told him no.
I got a text from Thomas, the face of our new merch item. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out on GoodGaming.com. Get your very own. You don't have to read it out to the class, but you want to read the text from Thomas there?
I'm guessing he just found out about the shirts.
No, he ordered one. I don't know what he wants, bro. He is upset about something. So shout out you, Thomas, on the podcast.
Oh, fun fact: when the ban list dropped, we're like almost running late from the lunch break. We're literally getting our food at Wendy's, and
Lunch break at round one.
After round one,
lunch break was after round one.
You know what's crazy? It was after round one, and it was during lunchtime. It was at noon, 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting our food. We're literally the people are literally handing us our food at Wendy's, and are about to. And Sam has showed me a TikTok of just some crazy TikTok, like a car crash or something. And he gets a notification on his phone, and it was like you can kind of see like the thumbnail of the post.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what is that? And I click on it. I was like, oh my god, this is the list,
Bro. We were also at Wendy's when the list hit. It was insane, dude.
My regional went smooth. Yeah, like always.
Ours did not.
I drove 5 hours away, 5.5
Like
hours
always.
away. Did 8 rounds. We were 1 player away from 9 rounds, luckily. And then we did 8 rounds. I stopped, got some food, and got back home before midnight. It was a great day.
What time did we?
Like the
get back
regional
home?
was done by
What
before
time did we
6.
get back home? Did we get back home? We got home at like 12:30, right? Later? Oh yeah, because we were at Five Guys for like, yeah.
I got home on Monday. Yep. Yeah, Tuscaloosa was cool. I got to see all the homies, but the event was just wow.
Round 7,
wild.
I sat beside Aaron, and
I saw that.
dude, I was watching I got deck checked, which is a standard thing for me. I get deck checked every event, so I get deck checked.
He's wearing green, baby.
Dude, I get deck checked every event, like sometimes multiple times an event. But I'm getting deck checked, like frame 0 of me like pulling my deck out. They're like, deck check. I'm like, all right. So me and my opponent hand the decks in. And I literally have to watch Aaron get savaged in like 10 minutes by the guy that I played in the finals next round, because game 1 he goes special fender, search, go ahead, and then gets OTK'd. Then game 2 he gets shifted. He goes special fender, search, go ahead. He didn't die that round because he had Ash in hand, but the dude made Baguska or something like that.
Yeah. Aaron's hands, I was standing like right behind you guys watching, and Aaron's hands were horrible round 7. Like absolutely horrible. Even without Shifter, it wasn't that great, but with Shifter, like it was a hand that Shifter just neutered.
Dude, did you watch my round 7?
I watched before you got deck checked, but I was gone after you got deck checked.
Okay. Game 1, round 7, my opponent, my hand is like ethanol free, like premium. And I'm like, I was like, this hand's nice. And my opponent goes, go ahead. I was like, oh. So it didn't even matter. and then game 2, I think Morner Nib Imperm the guy, and then he just loses. He's playing FK.
I stayed at home. I didn't participate in a regional.
Oh yeah, he
And I'm
messaged
very
us.
happy that I didn't. Like, it sounded like it wasn't fun for anyone.
It was fun for me. I had a great time.
Yeah, I
In
had
Alabama?
fun.
I didn't go to Alabama.
I was a
I went to
little.
Richmond.
And PJ
It was not PJ. PJ had nothing to do with it.
says you.
I was very tired the whole event. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we were closer to the end than the beginning. Got like 2 more months.
Yeah. You're right there, bro. You're basically locked.
What's your
Once you
placing?
top this event, you're gonna be locked.
What?
Your world's points placing?
It has not been updated in a month, so
It says 10th.
that was a month ago.
Yeah. It says 10th
Um,
currently.
I've gotten like
But you kept up with it manually, right?
kept up with me.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep up with everyone else.
I can't
They-
keep
they
up
don't-
with 30
Like,
people.
I'm probably somewhere in between, like, 20th and, like, 15th, probably.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, you
I
need to be
have-
playing in regionals. What are you doing?
He's stopping the YCS.
That's just the first step. Okay. The second step is winning the YCS. The third step is winning the next YCS.
Yeah.
What the fourth step
You go
is?
back to back?
Champagne. Our hotel room. Be there. You're all invited.
Champagne.
There might be like 90 people in like a.
Yeah, everybody watching the podcast is invited to our hotel room for champagne after Logan wins.
We only have one bottle, but we can share, man. No cups.
sips of
No,
champagne.
Hey, I'm glad y'all are doing
have,
the world's
like-
points grind because I could not bring myself to do it again this year.
I got 391 points right now. So
I may never go to a regional again.
this is my first year, like while we're on the subject, that I went to more regionals. Like I only went to like 10 regionals before, less than 10 regionals before this, because I had went to more YCSs than regionals before this year. And now this year, I've disliked regionals, but like I was kind of forced to do it this year. Never again. Never again.
Yeah, I couldn't do it again. I don't think it was.
Like playing,
They need to change the system.
using
man.
your
It's
whole
atrocious.
weekend. Well, it's not even like one weekend. Like using a lot of your weekends just to,
it's
win
a lot of
map.
wear and tear on my car, a lot of gas money.
Yeah,
It's not even about that, man.
and like
Yeah.
you just don't get enough
It's
out of it.
it's more of the, like, I think it's like really hard on your body.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
Like
That
that's
too.
like the hardest part
It's
because
been
like
awful.
you get like you recuperate throughout the week, and then like let's say for me it's like Wednesday I'm feeling like myself.
About Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday, then Thursday you wake up early, like really Friday night almost Saturday morning to go to this event, and then you're just like come back Sunday morning
Yeah.
at most of them. Shout out to Side Deck. You get us out when it's still daylight outside.
Yeah.
Most places don't do that.
The worst part about the
I'm
events
only
is
going to
that
side deck regionals for the rest of this.
the worst part about the events is that they're so like poorly run now, and you don't get out until 9 or 10 o'clock. It's insane.
I've had 0 problems.
You said you have 391 points,
I have 389.
389.
Yeah.
I feel like you're pretty much good because I feel like I got 13th at World's Points playoffs last year, and I feel like I
It
had
was
like
different.
370 something. Right?
It was different.
It was split in half last
yeah.
year.
You had 16 people that
That didn't
do
try.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So like
Some of those 16 people like weren't gonna try though. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
It brings the competition down.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, okay, so I think the way that they should do it, I think they need to change the system because
Do it
I
like
don't.
Pokemon?
Well, maybe, but I think there not being a cap on how many events you can go to is like, I think it should be like once you get to this certain amount of points, you get into this invitational tournament that's like just ran as a normal tournament, and then like have a cap of if you get to this many points, you're in.
Yeah.
That would be a lot better.
So like, there's not a cap on only
Maybe
16
like,
people.
like 400 or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a way you can make the points where if you make it, let's say 250 points or whatever, right?
A lot of people would probably get in.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be like that many people.
It probably wouldn't make it a 9-round event, I think is what he's saying. Like it would be like a normal size like event.
They could just do like an extended Nats or something for that.
I mean, just do it on
Like
Friday.
the people, or like even Thursday. Like the people that grinded that hard, they're gonna be able to get off and like come like Thursday and Friday for that tournament or something if it was.
I mean, or they just
Yeah.
do it single elimination, and if you do the math, or double elimination.
I doubt they would ever do a double elimination
I think it
tournament.
would be single. Yeah.
Hey, I played a Car 5 Vanguard tournament that was double.
Losers bracket.
No, there's no bracket. There's just double when you're out.
Oh really?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a wild way to do it.
I don't know if I would like to like have that many people in it because then I wouldn't like that because
We don't have to try as hard.
you don't have to try as hard, but like the whole point of the system is for people who grind, like to get 2 chances at Worlds, like for like
That
When
doesn't
they-
change.
when they initially did it to only first place going to Worlds or first and second place going to Worlds, that was cool, like the idea of it. But then like the problem with it was whoever had the most money went to Worlds. But now with like the playoff, it's kind of a happy medium. I would like it to like limit events or something, or make it maybe you only get 10 events. It does your 10 best results, and that's how many points you get. But like, there's problem with like a regional giving 64 points or 32. But like, I think they could figure out a better way to do it.
I think the way you earn points could stay the same. It's just like Logan said, just make it like a meet some sort of threshold to where like you have to prove yourself that you can to do good like well, consistently in the season. But you want to save all your time that you're putting into like that one tournament to get to Worlds. You're not trying to like go all the way across the country.
Or you could even split up the tournament, like do it halfway through the year.
Yeah.
You know what sucks too? Like, this is something I thought about the other day, was that it actually sucks because like you're in a situation like you want to test for nationals, right? But you can't because you gotta go to all these regionals, and you still have to perform at these regionals. Like, you have to keep up with the format and all this different stuff, and that's very hard to do. It's very hard to test and prepare for other tournaments that are in different formats because they release sets right before most of the events or ban lists.
Especially
That is
like,
a wild thing that's been a trend now.
Weird.
Yeah.
especially like if you have a job or like, for me, like the only reason I got to do this is because my counselor messed up and I couldn't study abroad, so I had to wait. And mom was like, "Hey, go do what you want." I was like, "Awesome, I'm gonna grind." But like people, not everyone's like that, and people have 9 to 5s, and for them to do that and then is basically a second job, basically its own job doing it. I mean,
Most people, it's impossible.
yeah. For your average guy, it's also very expensive. Like just counting the cost of just entering the tournament, we've done 20 tournaments at least.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and then like if you consider gas and stuff, we've probably spent at least $2,000 just on
Well, from the
getting there. and
just
stuff.
tournament entries, that'd be $200.
Yeah.
So
Well,
plus,
they're $25 now, so like $250.
that's
20 times 25 is not too big.
Yeah, it'd be 900.
oh. Oh, I said, did I say 200?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I
you
was.
messed up, man.
My head was 500, but I said 200.
It'd be
yeah,
like
$500.
$500. It's late. Math's hard.
It is late. It's real late today. We've been testing over there, building stuff.
But there was a ban list.
There was a ban list.
was
We
a
need to
ban
talk about that. We need to talk about that in the event coming up. The ban list. We talked on the last podcast about what we thought the ban list would look like, or what we hoped would be on the ban list and come off the ban list. And let me tell you, when I say one card that we wanted was banned, I think out of all of us, one card.
Gage hit it on the head.
What was it?
Summon limit.
Yeah, summon limit.
Yeah.
And then one
a good
card
one.
that we like talked about coming off came off, and that's it. And that was Kieran.
What was? Yeah, Kieran. Yeah.
I
So-
said anti-spell should get banned. It went to
We were
one.
close.
You did say
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say anti-spell to 1 and some of the band. That's good with me, but some of the other ones. Are,
I mean, Link Revo does hurt the fire decks. Like if
yeah.
you play it, you're like, oh, this actually does a little bit more than what people think.
Yeah. Oh,
It's not as simple as, oh, I'm just gonna.
Oh, it definitely helps. Like the
well, it's by
couldn't get
far
that
the
far
best
in.
Link one. Like,
Yeah.
you know
Well,
what I
it
mean?
points down, which is important. It's a Cyburst,
Mhm.
which is important for Heat Soul, and also protecting your IP, your Apollo, your.
that was the
whatever.
best effect for me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
That's
that
a
was
really
so
important
clutch.
effect.
And dodging imperms
Yeah.
with it
Yep.
and Valors.
It's that is a very strange hit to me. I like obviously it does hurt the fire decks, but that being the hit that they decided to do to the fire decks, because that's the only decks that are playing that card right now, is weird. Yeah,
I
to
think.
me.
I think if they were going to do the direction of okay, let's hit the end board
Yeah.
of like the fire decks instead of the engine themselves, I think they should have touched the Fire King engine somewhere. They should have done something
They
to
didn't
those
touch it at
cards.
all.
Yeah.
Like, I would like if they
Punish
did this
one.
exact list and just hit a consistency card, just witch to one,
One
nothing
of the
else.
one.
one to
what I-
one,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
But the
I
fa-
think it would have improved a lot more.
the fact that
they
it
banned this card, Sealantis.
they should have banned that. That is something that I really disagree with. And I
What's
think
that
that
do?
What?
What's that do?
This out everything.
What's Atlantis do? I don't know. Never read it.
This.
We're not doing
I
that.
just link summon people to scoop. I don't actually know what it does.
basically
Every time I've summoned this 2,500 attack,
it permanently banishes Fluundry's monsters.
It's not a fish. It's a sea serpent.
it's a fish.
Oh, it
Sea
does.
serpent?
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
literally
Sea
a fish.
serpents are
Sea
fish.
serpent.
Literally.
It's a water dragon. It's literally world sea dragon.
But yeah, the hits were wild, I think, to a lot of people. The fact that they hit seemingly a lot of other like lesser tier decks harder than Snake Eye, because Snake Eye does play the synchros and everything, but the like lesser tier decks like the Manadiums and
Oh,
like
dude, Sword Soul players
the
are
Rogue
sick.
decks, the Sword Soul, bro,
Hey, they got
They
a card
slaughtered those
back.
decks.
Vanadium got
slaughtered. Yeah,
Vanadium got
Manadium
destroyed.
gone.
Pendulum got destroyed too.
Yep. So
But they did give you
you go,
anti spell. They threw you a little bone.
they got
Kieran.
Kieran and took anti-spell.
Yeah, we're gonna take your Baron.
And Borlo.
Yeah.
Both
And
of those matter.
Yeah. So it's really weird to me that they decided to do that and narrow the format. I know that they're about to release new product. They narrowed the current format right before this big event as well, which is pretty wild.
I think banning the synchros have gave the opportunity for Tenpai Dragons to just be very, very good.
Very good.
Because they're actually
good.
their problem was against Pure Snake because they would draw the hand traps plus like the Omnis. They want to play board breakers, but then they're forced to play hand traps instead because they want to play board breakers, but they can't because they're just going to set up multiple Omnis and
Yep.
it's not good enough. But now,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
already know.
it's pretty
boards.
crazy what the list did, and we're about to see what the list did this coming weekend at the event. So
so
I think there's gonna be a lot of Fire King.
I think there's like 6 decks.
6 decks.
Yeah,
I think there's more than that.
6 or 7. It's like if you count just fire as one, you got branded, you got voiceless, you got like the runic decks.
Paleo deck with Heatwave.
yeah, baby, yes, sir.
I'm gonna be honest, you probably have better luck playing that one.
Oh, dude, another deck
I was talking about
that got
that
destroyed. Another deck that got destroyed I just thought about is Dragon Link. Because Baron
yeah.
and Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Also, like,
Oh, it's gone.
Dragon Link is lost.
I don't think
everything.
the Baron is that important. I think the Savage is.
I mean, they definitely gonna miss Baron, but Savage, dude, they're sick
hurts.
about that.
But just wait.
Oh, and Pearly, that's
Work on
another
that.
deck that probably you'll probably
Hurley
see.
is going to see some representation.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I very much dislike Pearly.
Oh, I don't like it either. but I
Happiness
think you're
OTK,
gonna
bro.
see it.
It's good.
It's gonna be crazy.
Good as hell, somebody say.
I think Pearly has a problem in tournaments as a whole.
The time issue.
time issue, not being able to kill effectively if they don't like control monsters, stuff like that. I think is a big problem for the deck.
So these come with food.
I don't particularly care for unaffected monsters.
You left these in there.
Me either.
All I'm saying is I beat a Pearly player one time with 3 Kamungas and an Econ.
I remember. Got top 16 at that one.
At YCS Philly round 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I said, here's you a Kamungas. I'll summon a Kamungas. I'll activate Birth on normal a Kamungas.
Not in that order. You can only draw one.
Did I? Wait.
He did it
You had
legally. I don't
something-
remember.
No, I did do it
something
legally.
I don't remember what it was.
I know.
but
I
he did it legally.
Econ. Yeah, because I Econ took his plump,
Yeah.
and then I normal summoned Kamungas.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And then you made Zeus.
yeah, and then I made Zeus
Yeah.
for his
Yeah.
plump.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was
it
like,
was.
you didn't summon 2 Kamungas.
No.
Because I was like, you did not cheat, and you're like, no.
Yeah,
I remember
I
asking
did it
that
legally.
specifically,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That's wild.
and you like made like
Yeah,
a
it's pretty good.
huge
Not that
Zeus
deck.
because you need to use his plump effect and attach more of it.
Yeah, yeah. I used his plump effect and I attached like 2 spells.
Like an 8 mat.
Yeah.
Zeus.
Fucking love money.
But he didn't. Only cash card you saw was Birth. So
Yeah,
In my eyes, he's playing kaijus,
he was playing pure kaijus.
yeah.
and it defeated the cats. Stick
Fair?
beats a cat.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure what happened
fact.
is he went for the
That's fact.
line where you hard make Noir a plump, and I had like an imperm, so I impermed it, and he ended with like just like a cat and a plump, so like a like a lily or a pearly and a plump. So I kaiju the pearly, and I special kaiju, then I Econ tribute took plump, then I normal summoned with Birth the other Kamungas,
Bro.
Beat.
and I just beat him down.
What do we think about the other things that came off the ban list that are going to be at this event, like Colossus and Protoss?
I think Colossus. I mean, it's obviously a really good card, but like the cards you have to play to make Colossus are not good.
I need you to know that yesterday I went to locals, and round 2 or 3, I don't know, I got Colossus, Protoss, and he set the one of anti-spell and flipped it on me in my standby.
He was
The
just
anti-spell
how you
was
feel about
probably
that?
enough by itself.
How you feel about that?
he was just simply better.
Yes, he was.
You were just simply like,
All I'm
Telling me
saying,
I can't even chain one in?
this Raleigh event, this one of anti-spell on people's side is going to make some people sick.
It really is, dude.
People going to be
Sick.
upset.
Like you should have banned it. Like some of the other floodgates, I guess you can give them one, but like that one, just ban it.
It's
Card's
it,
toxic.
it made me sick.
There's no play around. Is the problem.
Yeah,
Did someone say toxicity?
Yikes.
that card's also toxic.
Yikes.
We don't mention that.
Like
card.
why did also Konami, like if you're gonna hit like stuff like anti-spell and some of them, like why do you not ban Harpy's Featherstorm and Gimmick Puppet Nightmare?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like if you're gonna hit that kind of, if that's like your way you want the game to be played, like why not hit those two?
So
I've been getting puppeted so many times, guys.
the YCS, you featherstormed so many people in your time.
Hey.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
You have probably featherstormed more people than a majority of the player base combined.
Shout out to one of my local players, Larry Nichols, Larry Jordan Nichols. He's Harpy's Featherstorm. He's probably the number 1 Harpy's Featherstormer.
Like triple digits or
Probably,
quadruple?
maybe 4 digits for sure.
4 digits.
He
I ain't even
has
done it that
played
many
he has
times.
played Lab or Flu like for the past 2 years.
This man lives by a motto. It's one of my favorite mottos, and he's only there to make people's lives miserable. I can't say the actual quote, but that's his quote. That's the closest I can actually say because it has swears.
Can I tell a gimmick puppet story?
Go ahead.
Before we move on from this past weekend.
Oh, this is fire.
Oh my gosh.
Round 2. I was playing a blind second deck, so I naturally won the die roll. Had my opponent go first.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Man, gimmick puppet locked me. I conceded. We went to game 2.
What's this card do?
His like setup to gimmick puppet took about 20 minutes though. Like it was a very long combo turn. So then we went game 2. I set up my stuff. I went first. I set up my stuff. Passed. He couldn't out it. We went to game 3. He took a pretty long turn to set up again with his gimmick puppet. He gimmick puppet locked me again. Passed. So I go, wait about 2 minutes. I look behind me, look at the clock, about 2 minutes. Drew, cast your planet, add Fenrir, set a card pass. He goes, summon something else. He had 6 monsters on the field. He had 5 fusions and like a Cartesia or something. Like he had 6 monsters. He goes, battle phase. 30 seconds left. Attacking the gimmick puppet. I said, damage step. Flip Forbidden Droplet. Send my planet and 4 cards from my hand. Half all of your fusions attacks. You take 750 damage. Good game.
And he can't beat over it.
Couldn't beat over it. That was my favorite play of the day. It was pretty gas. And then when I got a match loss earlier, some people said that was karma from God. So, some people did say that. That's all. That was just so good.
I mean, I think
it
it's
was
a
so good,
hilarious
bro.
story.
It was so fun.
I know you probably upset someone, but he was there to upset other people, so I think it's fair.
He was actually surprisingly chill. He was like, I can't even be mad. I puppet locked you twice. I was like, my man.
My brother in Christ.
You didn't play around shrink, duelist. How do you feel?
You didn't play around the droplet and damage stuff.
No one ever does. I have also.
People used to in True Draco format.
It is actually.
People used to play around that.
Dude, I remember back in,
Jeez.
like, have you guys
They did
noticed
play
this?
around that.
Whenever cards, like, go out of the format and then come back, people just, like, forget,
Mm-hmm.
like, what they do, how to
People
play
forget
around them.
Fenrir to this day.
Yeah.
People don't know what Fenrir does.
I have seen
How?
Tavion do.
God's work with Fenrir.
I was like, okay, the only way that Tavion wins this duel if this dude literally uses every interruption on this Fenrir, and somehow this person does it. And I don't understand. I'm like,
My opponent.
no
ended
wonder you
on,
could be topping an event with cash. Holy.
my
Back then, they
opponent-
knew what it did.
This was
They booked
crazy.
it with the quickness back then.
No, my opponent ended on Toad, Red, the Trap card, and
Sprined?
Sprint. So I was like, and Anti-Spell. And I was like, I had 4 spells in Fenrir. I was like, I won game 1. Looked at the clock. I was like, I ain't got to worry about time. We got plenty of it. And I was like, well, might as well try. Summon Fenrir. He bounces it. I was like, that's the strike 1. Summon Fenrir again. He goes, yep. I go, battle phase. Attack over Toad. No Toad effect. He didn't activate the add back follow up. I was like, that's 2. Main phase 2. Effect to search. He goes, I'll red tribute my effect. Or not.
Blue. I think
Blue.
it's a
It was
yeah.
red tribute blue. I was like, strike 3. That's game. Effect on anti-spell. Banish and then unlock the gates.
Oh my god, dude.
All he had to do was get rid of the Fenrir, bro.
Yeah.
He said, nah, I'm going to leave it there.
This
be
was like
alright.
last
He'll
round
be
of a
alright.
It
regional.
wasn't all right.
It was crazy.
What night?
He was not responding to Fenrir.
To
Yeah.
be fair, if he said F6, he won the duel.
Literally.
Yeah. If he just doesn't do anything until you go to battle and try to Fenrir banish the anti-spell and then just like Toad negate it, then he wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This was the event I got 11th at. It was right after they banned a Rise Heart. And I went X2. With 7-2, got 11th.
Oh yeah, and you're still playing Cash. That's crazy.
Yeah, I still play Cash.
That man played Cash till Snake came out.
He played
No.
Cash after Snake came out.
And he's still playing.
He's still playing his homie Fenrir,
His
bro.
hand is unicorned.
Fenrir ain't never let Tavion down.
It ain't in here.
Hey.
But Fenrir has never let me down.
Hey, Cash Planet. Pressure Planet.
I've topped my last regional with playing it in there.
I don't like that card. That card makes me so mad when I drew it. Like, whenever I
Race
played
off?
Cash at that one
Nice.
Nationals, and it was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Way worse than, like, 50-card Libromancer.
It's not worse than Lieberman.
No, maybe it was 60 card. 50, I think it's 57 card Libromancer. Didn't need the extra 3 cards. Consistency, of course.
Yeah.
Still drew the
Gotta keep it tight.
I literally would open a hand and it was like Pressure Planet and 4 non-engine, and I'd be like, "Yep, Ash, yep, already knew this was coming." Set in my hand, go ahead, and they would go, "Summon Unicorn, Special Rise Heart, Lance my dude when you go to book it, Birth, Fenrir."
Who are you?
You didn't
I
activate your field
passed to
spell
an
quick
Ash
enough.
Blossom. They played through 5 interruptions. It's just not fair.
As soon as you see your hand, you gotta activate the field spell. You can't even think about it.
There was no thinking. There was no options. It was the first card.
You just activate. Because then
They
you're,
still ash it. That doesn't stop them. Don't listen to him.
it stopped my opponents.
Well, there's a YCS this
And then I
weekend.
summoned Fenrir.
There's a
there you
YCS
go.
this weekend.
There's a ban list. Pure Snake is way, way worse.
See, I've seen some people doing some wild stuff. Obviously, not as good stuff. But, summon...
Nemesis flag. That one.
That's not what I was going to say. But you
There
can
is
do
there
that.
is a combo with
It
the
was
Nemesis.
summon Omega, banish card from hand, summon Dissipator,
Yeah.
summon Omega back, banish another card from hand.
I
That's
think
pretty
that-
cool.
I
There's the
think that
Cupid
combo's
pit. There's
so
the
bad.
Cupid pitch combos that search the Nemesis corridor and someone's Colossus on their board.
Yeah.
There's that one.
Yeah.
There's the one that I'm gonna keep to myself because I haven't seen anyone talk about this one because I think this one's cool. There's the Red Dragon Archfiend and the Hot Red ones. There's the Omega Hand Loop one.
Yeah.
They all lose to Nib.
That's true. You got to play cross. If you're playing any of those like crazy
All of
snake
those
eye
combos.
combos, you got to play cross out.
Loses to Nib.
Just play cross out. And you got to see it. Or you're probably going to lose to Nib. Nib's real good right now. Real good for this event, I think. Actually, Nib sucks. You shouldn't play her for this event.
I've seen
probably.
people.
I mean,
Like,
it's 50-50.
so-
I'm like,
No, it's
what
good.
deck you playing against?
I-
'Cause, like, you play
I might
against
eat my
Voiceless.
words after this weekend, but I think the Omega Hand Loop stuff is not good in 2024.
I don't know.
You are committing multiple cards to loop 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, and if they didn't hand trap you anyways, their hand's all engine, and they only usually need 1 engine card to resolve and then win the game.
Yeah.
Most decks. Now, obviously, there's situations.
You end with a negate, too, though. You end with Dissipator. So,
Well,
like,
ain't even a
Dissipator
real
is not
negate.
really a negate, bro. It's a half a negate or the other half of the negate. It's half of Baron. Choose. Do you want a negate
It's
or do you
1/3.
want a pop?
It's 1/3 of Baron,
Yeah,
really.
actually, it's 1/4. They don't get either one of the other effects.
Yeah, it's one-
But you can summon from the banish of your deck that doesn't really contain any Lighted Art monsters. But
yeah.
you can summon your boss.
Hey, you can banish your Dia Bellstar.
You
Summon
could
that back.
with SP.
Yeah.
There's a combo for that. Is it good?
No.
It might be.
I could see it topping.
I think Dissipator's pretty good.
But
I'm just not a big fan of the Omega
I don't
stuff.
see it winning the event. I don't
Fair.
see that combo winning the event.
I don't see the combo winning the event. I think probably something...
I think one person could top with it, sure. But, like, I don't think that's going to be that combo's the reason you topped. It's probably
Either
just
some
played
weird
better.
deck is going to win this event, or just
Fucking
Fire?
yeah.
So, would you guys rather end on an Omni Negate Dissipator plus like the regular board, or would you rather end on loop 2 cards from your opponent's hand, Dissipator, regular board? What do you think's
Omni.
better?
Probably Omni.
Probably Omni.
And that's why I'm keeping that combo to myself.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. The deck is cool. It just doesn't do as much. It loses harder to Nib, so that's why probably more people are thinking, I should play Fire King in my Snake Eye deck again.
I
So
can't ask for much more.
expect to see that this weekend. Expect to see that a lot. Probably maybe winning the event. That's kind of my pick for the winning the event. What do you think?
It's a pretty. It's not a cool pick, but it's a reasonable pick.
That or
that's still
Brandon? I
game.
think Brandon's insane.
I could see it being FK Snake. I could see it being Branded. I could see it being like Voiceless maybe or Pearly, but it's probably
I don't think it's
Probably
being
gonna be
Voiceless.
Pearly's
not
not
winning.
I don't see Voiceless winning either.
Yeah, I don't see those winning.
I could see.
it'd have to be one of the goated Pearly players.
None of them are playing it.
Yeah, but exactly.
He's holding
Unite.
up.
I can't hold it up. Don't tell him what he's holding up. We don't want to discuss our.
He's holding up some post-traumatic stress disorder.
I don't actually personally know what I'm playing for the YCS yet. There's a deck that's definitely leading above the other choices, but it's definitely a fire deck or this other deck. I don't think I'm going against any of the other options. I don't think the other options are good enough.
You know what I'm playing. He's the one that's going undefeated in Swiss, not me. So I'm either going to play Stun or I'm
Hey,
going
third
to
time's
play...
a charm.
If you sit down in front of him, don't send him first. Whatever.
Make me go first, boy. I'm either playing stun or a blind second deck. Your pick. That's what I've been testing. Yeah, the choice is yours. Which one am I playing?
You think this event's going to be
It's
top
okay, he's playing
64?
both.
I don't.
I don't either.
You think what?
You think this event's going to be top 64?
No.
I don't either.
Speaking of, I need to register for the event.
I do too.
We all just registered this week.
I registered like a couple hours ago.
Yeah. I think Indy might be. I don't think this one will be.
Yeah, I think
How
Indy
does
has.
not draw?
Indy was
Why Indy?
decently close last time.
It was
so.
like, what, 1,800 or something?
It was like 30 people, I think, is what they said.
The biggest,
That's why so many 30 people didn't get in top 32.
the biggest like non special YCS I've ever been to was Philly.
Yeah.
Noah got
It
extra.
was like 2,300, I think.
We were a couple
Yeah,
of
2,300.
We
It
were
was-
what's
it was
the-
big.
off.
what's-
It's
Yeah,
It was
2048.
really big.
That's the biggest one I've
2048
been
It
to
was
that hadn't been
64.
We're
like
like 100
200,
something off
250th.
Because it was like
max,
18 something.
whatever.
Yeah,
Some kind of
Same.
special event.
same for sure. The 250 is the biggest one I've ever been to. It was
When's
bigger
the
than
300th? When would that be? Is that not
Could be
next
next year.
275th is first, right?
Is that? Did they do it? Did they do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually they're out of the country usually.
Well, it might not be next year because Europe hasn't had any events. Slows
Yeah,
down
but I
the
mean
clock.
they only get like 3 anyway.
Well, they
They
haven't
get
given them any
4.
YCSs this year.
They've had one so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild. But 275th and 300th, so that'll be sick. I don't know. I don't know where those would be though, because 200th was on this side of the country. 250th was
200th was Columbus, and then
yeah.
300 is
Then
probably
LA.
gonna. They're probably just gonna do the same thing again. 3 different ones.
Let's get like
Yeah,
Miami
for sure.
or something, bro.
Dude, I want a YCS in Florida. That'd be
Yeah.
so cool. But it needs to be like a good place in Florida, not
Like
like
Orlando
It would
or
be
Miami.
Orlando.
Or Miami. I'd be fine with either one.
Miami would be wild.
Miami would be.
They could do
I
it.
wouldn't
a
want
couple
Kissimmee.
places. They could do it a couple places in Florida.
Dude, some players day 2 would not show up for round 1.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think
Or not round 1, like round 1 of day 2.
some players wouldn't show up for round 1 of day 1.
That's true.
Yeah, 100%.
oh, cause just like the party scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
Okay.
would like to spread out a little bit.
So-
Going the same place over and over is not fun.
Yeah, Raleigh, Indy, you know.
Raleigh, Indy.
Austin, Texas is new.
Philly.
That is new.
Yeah.
Texas is new.
So, starting with Tavion, I guess. What deck do you think is going to win the YCS? And you cannot name yourself. Let's say you're not going to this event. What deck do you think is winning?
I think it's so hard to choose. I think a fire deck's probably gonna win. But like I could see it just being your day and like a stun deck wins. I mean they've gotten top 4 the last like 3 events.
Mystic Mind has won a South American event.
Yeah.
It,
Like-
I
like-
think almost won the last event.
If it's your day, you know, it's your day. But I think I'm not gonna go against the grain. I probably think Fire King is gonna win the event. Be their first solo win.
I think that Fire King is going to take up the majority of Top Cut, but I think Pure Snake Eyes is going to win the event. Because I think if Pure gets to play against other fire decks, it wins a majority of the time, even without the synchros. And if you can get into Top Cut, which is going to be nothing but fire probably, you have a good chance of winning the event.
That's fair. I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna say I think Despia. I think a branded version. I think that deck, if it goes first, is very, very hard to beat with any deck. It's like the only deck that really, really scares me right now.
Not with Flu and not with Gimmick Puppets.
That's true. That's true. If you're playing Fluundries or Gimmick Puppets, you're gonna destroy.
Well, maybe not the Gimmick Puppet part. you have a fighting chance.
Destroy. But
Hey, next format. Thanks for the extender.
but also if you're going second with that deck against like most of the meta, you're gonna be able to play through a lot of anybody's board. So I think that deck's really resilient, really good right now. and pretty good in fire. So if a
It
lot of
would,
people
it
playing
would
that-
only be the third time Despy has won. Too.
yeah. So I think that's definitely
When
an
it was
option.
so
If not, then
dominant,
fire.
there was like no events.
There was 2 events back to back, and they were both in South America.
Yeah.
And then we got the new set that made the card.
Punk. Made Punk really good.
Yeah.
We got Deer Note and stuff. What do you think?
I already said Fire King.
Made sides.
Fire King's sick.
Is it nothing special?
Number 2 would probably be branded, just like Luke said. Just because it has that dumb card. The card's so dumb.
It's really
That
good.
should have
reason.
got banned, bro.
It really should have gotten banned. Brandon's really good. Fire King's really good. I don't know. People will surprise us, and there's going to be just some stupid deck that wins that nobody expects. Water.
Mermel's too?
YuGiOh, he's just doing the combos.
Quezio is going to win the event, bro. I need to turn that off. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it is.
And it's birdie.
I guess a little bit about the event. At the event, we should have our new shirts. So we're gonna be giving those away. We'll also probably be selling some, so check them out. We have 5 that we're gonna be giving away. We don't actually have them yet. There was a delay in shipping, so they should be here tomorrow. Recording this on Wednesday. If they're not, though, first 5 people to come up to me, I'll mail you one. But we should have them. So
I'll give you a hint. They're video game themed, and it's a very popular video game.
you know, and obviously all of our shirts are themed around the city that we're playing in, so you guys can do your research. But check it out; they're gonna be really cool. We'll post about them the day of, because like I said, I should have them. Just come up, check us out. They'll all be XLs, so sorry if that's too big or too small. We always have, like the first time we gave them away, XLs were all too big, and the second time we gave shirts away, they were all too small for everybody that came up. So it's hit or miss, but check those out. Obviously, come get a sticker. Come say hi. We'll all be there. Like every single Guud gamer, I think, will be there.
Yeah, besides Lou.
Except Lou. So every single Guud gamer will be there. No, I'm just
Lou will be
kidding.
there in spirit.
Fox will be there Sunday. Stop. PJ's crazy behind the camera, bro. He's going crazy.
What's up, brother?
Oh man.
I thought of something, but I'll say it off camera.
Oh my gosh, dude. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap this up? Specifically
Not
about
really.
the event this weekend?
I'm
or-
excited. I'm excited for the event, but what I'm not excited for is that I feel like they were like, yeah, we're gonna postpone or we're gonna put this event where the new set's not out yet, and they give us a ban list. So we're like in this one weird 1 week
Yeah.
format that's just like that's that's my only gripe with it. I do like the ban list overall. I think.
I agree with that 100% because I was just like, just give us one more event with the old format if you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Just do it.
yeah,
So we're all testing for this one event that
yeah,
is automatically like doesn't exist after 1 week.
right.
I feel like it doesn't.
I was 100% convinced since the list didn't come out Friday that we were playing like old list for this event, and then they were like, "Hey, North America goes in effect the 15th, or the Americas going to affect the 15th. Everyone else goes in effect the 22nd." I was like, "All right."
Sick.
Yeah, my source told me it was coming out Friday. Came out Saturday. He was a day off.
His source is his gut. He almost got us though.
Came out
Almost got us.
came out in the middle of a regional.
I convinced every one of these people that I had a source that told, except PJ, that I knew when the band was coming out. I was like, it's coming out Friday. I was only a day off, and I was just BSing the entire time. But they're all like, there were people asking, like Tavion was like, dude, who's your source? And PJ's like, you're still falling for that?
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And
dude.
basically, there was no source, but I used some detective work. If you ever notice ban lists, Konami starts coming out with a bunch of news all at once, and then there's a ban list at the end of the week or the middle of the week, somewhere within the week. So I was like, Friday. I was off by a day.
You'll
Well,
get 'em next
I used my
time.
noggin.
Two of the last 3 ban lists have come out like at an event, right?
Yeah. No, all of them came out in an event, just different places.
It's where they're dropping them on Saturdays now.
Because the last one came out in an event in South America. This one came out in an event in South America.
Maybe they want to create more hype, like while people are at an event or something.
If you're gonna do that, I think you should stream it. Yeah, and then announce it on stream. Like,
But you know how cool it would have been if they would just like went through a Raleigh and then on the live stream, like they're like, hold on before this round starts,
Yes, what's cool.
like give us like a lunch break or something, and then during the lunch break announce it like on stream.
Be nuts.
yeah.
Be absolutely nuts.
Yeah, imagine that happened at Philly.
Or you just do it after.
Dude,
the,
it would have
the
been
stream.
chaos.
I thought someone pulled the fire alarm or something.
I thought someone pulled out the blicky.
Yeah, I thought someone pulled out the blicky.
I thought someone went,
Yeah.
"You pumpeting me? Be the last time."
I was trying to attack my opponent for game. I was trying to attack my opponent for game, and I just hear people were going, "Oh God!" I'm like, "What is happening?"
So game. I'm trying to run to the fire exit real quick.
Like I'm like
Sound
leaning
asleep?
up towards my, but I cannot hear what he's saying.
Dude,
Bro.
Noah and Gage were playing when this happened. Of course, I get my 2-round bye. Shout out losing round 9 and 8. And my deck got banned before I got to play a round. And I got to sit there and watch them play and try to stay calm while everybody's screaming in our ears that the ban list is out.
Dude, I
So.
walked outside, and as I was coming back, it dropped, and I see Elijah Green coming down the escalator. He looks me dead in the eyes. He goes, "It's fucking gone." And I was like, "I guess so, homie. I don't even know what it is." Felt like that. Yeah, I was like,
It's gone!
It's all gone.
Yeah.
And they didn't ban a Rise Art.
I'm glad Noah got top 8 at that event at least.
last
It'd have been
semi.
really bad if he would have scrubbed out and that happened on top of it.
Yeah.
Because he was so hyped there was a good pendulum deck.
It's good for
weren't.
one event.
One event.
Hey,
Then there weren't.
he got top 8 though.
Hey, but Kieran.
If you didn't misplay, you probably would have won.
He's the only person
You'd
who
won that
ever
one.
has top 8'd with Super Heavy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forever 5th place.
Only person. Crazy. We got 10th and 11th at that event.
We did.
Yep. Me and Trevor are always back to back.
Who got 10? Was it you? Okay.
You better. You're better. You built that way.
It's because I got 6 after Sliss, I guess.
I got
It's good.
God comboed. I'm top 64. It is okay.
I want a side event.
I played a good trap card in my super heavy deck.
Me and Samuel Blair won a side event at
card that's
Vegas,
banned?
and
Yes,
we got a secret uncut sheet that didn't have any lows on it.
Yeah.
0 for
Yeah.
3 on lows on the secret uncut sheet. Oh yeah, it was MPJ was our third. That's right.
Yeah.
Me,
That was
Sam, and PJ.
unfortunate.
T2B.
Yeah, T2P.
Trevor
Oh,
carries for round 1. He couldn't finish his matches round 1.
Trevor,
No, I carried you round 1 and 2. Couldn't finish 3 and 4.
Trevor, we need to find another TGC so we can have a team named
That's what
TGC
PJ was
Cubed.
like.
Their side event was 4 rounds. Ours was like 7 or 8.
We got hoed.
Oh, we got hoed.
No. we
Your
got
side event
hoed.
was 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was bigger than the giant card.
it was at Philly, so there was like
Oh, yeah.
2,500 people there, or whatever.
I was pretty easy.
Instead of, making multiple. That'd be too.
We had
Yeah,
one
it was
round
even
They only
one.
have the one.
Round 1 was the only sketchy match we had in our
It
side
was the
event.
round San Vegas Lab.
Cause I look, you got obliterated by Centurion. One
I
game.
almost got in a fight with a generator player. He was upset that he got destroyed, and then I was helping Lou defeat the runic stun guy, and then he hey, stop coaching him. It's a 3v3.
Yeah.
I went, it's a 3v3. I'm going to do what I want. And I was like, he goes, I know how a 3v3 works. I said, obviously not.
Bro. He got pissed on something.
Speaking of piss, that's what he was when I said that. He was not happy. I'm usually pretty chill, but this guy was being being rough.
I caused 2 different people to have their guy that skips his turn miss timing.
During that event, shout out Elijah Green, because this happened to me when I played against him, but someone else got hit with the stick. So my opponent nibbed me. He summoned the token in attack mode. He placed the token and everything. It was his token. I'm sitting there. He makes a plump. He puts materials under it. He goes, battle phase. I said, sure.
Oh, dude.
He goes, attack. I said, anything before damage up? He said, no. I said, okay, you take like 6,400 damage. Because he just attacks into a dead token and then passes on nothing.
Dude, I know the guy you're talking about. That's the guy that eradicated me for 6 at game 3 in YCS Mini. That's that same guy, and I was like,
The only way you can win, obviously.
That's crazy.
I think it's time to wrap this up.
We're getting off track. But,
No, we're trying to shit talking. That's not good.
bro, all right, let's keep it
Raw
going.
and uncut.
Let's keep
get
it going.
good at dark.
All right. Let's talk
so for
about
name
last
dropping people.
weekend in Alabama.
Shout out.
Oh, God, I gotta cut that out now. Dang it, bro.
Zach's got bombed. Oops, I missed it.
I was saying that this weekend. I was literally saying that. I was like, "You better watch out, bro. I'm gonna call him out by name."
He had nothing to do with the situation. that you
nothing to do with it. Nah, he really didn't. Oh man. All right.
Well, I
Well,
heard at least we weren't there. We got too old by the bed.
I didn't get too old by the bed. Me and the bed ID'd. I was like,
all right.
yo, homie.
You heard him. You heard him. Get him.
draw.
Get him. Get him.
He said, he said, move over to the cool side of the pillow. That's the best side. You just roll back over.
I did get him.
You're out. Hey, if I get banned for that, it's a good laugh. It's a good laugh.
Oh man. All right, check us out at Raleigh. We'll be there. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We'll probably do a live pod there.
Yeah, we're gonna do a pod there. So check that out. We're gonna be giving away stuff as we always do. We would love to talk to anybody who will be there. We also need to give away that deck box actually before we leave. So let me do all this stuff, all these shout outs, and then we're gonna give out that deck box.
I forgot the question.
Yeah, we haven't. We'll go back. I have it in the thing.
I don't remember what question you guys were supposed to answer. I think it was like YuGiOh memories or something.
But I think it was YuGiOh Memories. But somebody what reminded me of that? The other person that won is picking theirs up at Raleigh. So if you won and you're going to be at Raleigh, you can pick yours up too. But yeah, check out our merch. Check out the new Thomas shirt, bro. Have you seen the Thomas shirt?
Unfortunately,
Gas.
it's literally the opposite of gas.
Let's see your live reaction. Pull it up.
it's not ethanol free, bro.
No, it didn't show me.
It's on the
It's
website.
on our website.
It's on our website. bro.
GoodGaming.com. Make sure you go
GoodGaming.com.
buy a t-shirt, but not the Thomas one. Because if I see someone wearing the Thomas one, I'm calling the police.
I need you guys to know that as soon as I posted that, we sold like 10 of them. You're gonna see so many people wearing them.
Dude, it's gonna be our highest selling shirt.
It really will. It's crazy. PJ.
Okay, let's pick this winner
Yeah, it's on our website, bro.
before I start going rogue.
All right.
Someone's doing so good, it's like taking us money.
Oh man. The PJ, this will make you happy. The set code is Guud-EN009 on the card. You like that one? You like that one? I'm gonna pull up.
I don't get that one.
I don't either.
Nice place.
Oh, 009.
I'm gonna pull up the last podcast where we
Never got
talked
nice,
about
luckily enough.
giving that thing away, and I'm gonna read some of the comments. We will go ahead and give that away if that's cool with you guys, and then we'll
Yerp.
head, and then we'll kind of end it there.
Actually, yeah.
Live and uncut like the last time. So
That's me, baby.
So
But barely.
here's the podcast. Here are it was favorite YuGiOh memory, I believe. Here's all the comments. So let's check through those. See what we
Not
think.
Connor Wesley.
We had not Connor Wesley. We had a few. We had a few less people enter than last time. So
Pick the sixth one.
that's easy way to go.
I'm not picking Gage's. Shout out to Gage.
You got to win the deck box on your own, buddy.
If we're talking about people who actually talked about
Yeah.
memories,
Yeah.
Like the sixth person that's talked about the memory.
There's not 6. There's like 5.
Yeah, there wasn't very many this time.
You guys gotta step it up.
Gotta step it up, guys. What's your favorite memory on that list?
I'm just gonna read them.
Okay, let's see it.
No, guys, he is not reading
Not,
to you. He's
not reading
reading
them out loud. He's reading them to himself.
I'm not. No, because I'm afraid what some of these may say. Because like, YCS is after dark. That's crazy. I do
YCS
like Bubble Beat though, so this one's up there.
We got. Speaking of YCS is after dark. Nats in Chicago one
My
year.
boy plays Rescue Ace. He knows how to get me.
I was like 16 when Nats was in Chicago. Me and my dad got on an elevator in our
Sprite knows
hotel
how to get
to
me.
like go down to the lobby.
vote on
And there was a bunch of
Sprite.
YuGiOh players in there, and one of them looks at me and my dad, and I think Isaiah was with us, and goes, "Yo, you guys heard about the orgy later tonight? You going?"
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Which one, me or him?
My dad just looks at him, and I'm like,
Was it 2017?
"It was like 20."
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Was that 2017?
Nats was in Chicago 2022 and 2017 for sure. I went to both of those.
And 2012.
I think it should
It
be
was
this one.
2017. I wasn't. Like,
Is this someone
16
we
then.
know? It's not, right?
I don't know. Let's see.
I like Bubble Beat. I put a lot of Bubble Beat.
I don't know their usernames. I mean, if we know them, then it's not biased.
Fair game.
All right. So this one right here. Cyclops 8971.
Yep.
I think that would be the one.
Probably
Thank
the
you
only
for
person that's in the comments that knows what Bubble Beat means.
That's why you picked it.
Yeah, that's an old deck.
It's an old day.
Like 12 years old at this point.
That's the deck that locals play after that?
You know, it was the first real deck I played.
Bubble Beat?
Yeah.
The deck's cool.
Yeah. So Bubblebee
No,
Mirror.
no. I played
was
like
the favorite.
the good version. I'm talking about like the first like decent deck that like I net decked from YouTube and played it.
That's how it
Bubble
goes,
Beat.
baby. Remember when people got used to get made fun of for net decking? That was like a thing.
Yeah.
Now everyone net decks.
Now it's like, yo, what's Chris's list? What's Honey's list? I'm just going to play that. Change a few cards, change it up.
Yeah. You guys should definitely net deck. YouTube.com/GoodGaming. Check out all the deck profiles. We will see you at
Three of
YCS
these.
Raleigh this Friday.
3 of these.
Three of these.
One
Three
of
of these.
This is limited. This one's at 2. Actually, it's at 3 now.
And that other one ain't limited.
It's semi.
If
Yeah.
also we have some cool Guud,
That's what I meant to say, semi.
Get Good podcast
This is
stickers.
limited.
If you can see that on my phone there. If you see us and you're wearing some Guud Gaming merch at the event, come up and you'll
This is
get
at
a
three.
free
This is at
Get
two.
Good
This is at
podcast
one.
sticker. We also have regular stickers that are also free, but get you some stickers at the event. Get a
How
free
many
shirt.
stickers do we have?
Of those, I don't know, like 80 or something.
If you could come up to
few.
me and give me a quote that I have done on the podcast, I'll give you one.
Okay. But the point is, come get some cool stuff. We'll see you guys there. Good luck. If you need any, help for the event, we probably won't be posting too much before then. Especially, this will come out right before. But check out the channel. We've got a bunch of relevant decks on there that you guys can see and modify for the new format. So, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.